بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين ما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. You've watched my last video, Walillah alhamdu minna. I am currently in the blessed lands of Palestine, alhamdulillah, on the ground of Al-Aqsa, or Al-Haram al-Sharif as they call it. And I would want to, educate you regarding the virtues, which I'm sure you already know. But we will be highlighting the virtues from this book here. And it's called Fada'il Bayt al-Maqdis. This is written by Ibn Al-Jawzi. And he died in the 6th century. So what we're going to do is, as I'm here for another 4 or 5 days, I'm going to go through this book, Walillah alhamdulillah, and to highlight the virtues. And I'm not going to go through chapter to chapter, but go through the main chapters. At least then we've got a bit of a background as to why we are visiting this place and the virtues of it. So Ibn Al-Jawzi, Walillah alhamdulillah, as we know, is a Hanbali scholar in the 6th century Hijri. So Ibn Al-Jawzi rahmatullah alayhi in Al-Bab Al-Awwal, in the first chapter, mentions the reason why it's called the blessed land. And to give you a bit of insight, Al-Ardu Muqaddisa, the blessed land, is Palestine and its surrounding areas. So Ash-Sham, generally speaking. Now this ground, Al-Haram al-Sharif, is the blessed from all of Ash-Sham, meaning the most virtuous, because it's got, Masjid al-Aqsa, meaning the whole ground. This whole ground is Masjid al-Aqsa. So Ash-Sham, meaning Syria, Lebanon, Jordan and Palestine, generally are the blessed lands. So when he presents, obviously, fi Fadail al-Ard al-Muqaddisa, that the blessed land, he mentions why it's called al-Muqaddisatu. Why? And he mentions al-Zajjaj, he mentions al-Mutahhiratu, because it's pure. It's a pure land. Walillah alhamd. And I mentioned differently. It goes وَسُمِّيَ بَيْتِ الْمَقْدِسِ, is called Bayt al-Maqdis لأنه يطهر فيه من الذنوب, because it is cleansed and pure from sins. ولله الحمد لله. This is why it's called Al-Ardu Muqaddisa, because of its virtues in it. And then it's also called وقيل سماها مقدسة, and the reason why it's called مقدسة لأنها طهرت من الشرك, because it is cleansed and pure from shirk. وجعلت مسكنا للأنبياء والمؤمنين, because it's made for the abode of the prophets and the mu'mineen. وَلِلَّهِ الْحَمْدُ. This particular land. And he adds, وَفِي الْمُرَادِ بِالْأَرْضِ الْمُقَدِّسَةِ أَرْبَةُ أَقْوَالٍ. That the reason why, or the intent as to why it's called Al-Ard al-Muqaddisa, or Al-Ard al-Muqaddisa, is because it has 4 particular statements on it. So then he mentions those 4 statements. He mentions Ibn Abbas, الريها قال صدي الريها هي أرض البيت المقدس قال الضحاك المراد بهذه الأرض إلياء وبيت المقدس. And then he mentions Ibn Qutayba as well. Now also to add, he says وقرأت على شيخنا أبي منصور اللغبي. So this is the Shaykh of Ibn al-Jawzi, and he mentions قال إلياء, this word إلياء بيت المقدس وهو معرب, that this Bayt al-Maqdis is the Arabized version of Iliya'u. Okay? And then Ibn Qatada mentioned Al-Ardu Muqaddisatu Ash-Shamu Kullu, that Ash-Sham Kullu. Okay? Ash-Sham Kullu. Then he mentions in the 2nd chapter, so we got here, the 2nd chapter is وفي ذكر الجبل الذي عليه بيت المقدس. Now what he mentions is the mountain that's in Bayt al-Maqdis. Now it's over there. The Mount of Olives, it's that side. So if I put my camera, it's there, it's over that side. Okay, so if anyone wants to visit Bayt al-Maqdis, it's over that side. So it's to my right. Okay, it's to my right. Walillah alhamdulillah. I'm sorry about the camera, because the way I've got the tripod, so it's a bit on angle. وقال أبو هريرة, Abu Hurairah رضي الله عنه mentioned الزيتون طور زيتا. So Mount of Olives, طور زيتا, that's over there. قال قتادة والزيتون جبل عليه بيت المقدس. So the Mount of Olives is that way. Okay, so when I visit there, I'll show you where it is. Okay, so we'll connect it here. Then look what he mentioned. It's very interesting. He says, وَقَالَ أَبُو زُرْعَةَ الشَّيْبَانِيُّ. That Abu Zur'at al-Shaybani mentioned, رُفِعَ عِيسَى مِن طُورِ الزَّيْتَ. That mountain that's over there, what I'll do, I'll walk there. I'll make this the last chapter, but I'll walk there. So, رُفِعَ عِيسَى مِن طُورِ الزَّيْتَ. That Isa was raised to the heavens from that mountain. Okay, so and then he mentions some others. So وقال الدين طور زيت مسجد بيت المقدس. So that's the 2 chapters from this particular series. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now do a little walk, okay, with you to show you Baitul or the Jabal Zayta. Okay. So here is the Mount of Olives straight ahead. Okay, that's the Mount of Olives, which Ibn Al-Jawzi was referring to, where Rufi'a Isa alayhi salam, where Isa alayhi salam was raised. This is the blessed land, and I urge every single one of you, if you can, to visit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I have always made an effort to come, I think going back since 2011. So I've been many times since then, and it's just a proof. There's something about this land that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has favored. You know, it cannot be compared to any other land apart from Mecca, Masjid al-Haram and Masjid al-Nabawi. You have to remember though, this is a key point to remember, is only those 2 places are blessed. The whole of Jazirat al-Arab is not. So really and truly, Medina is favoured, Masjid al-Nabawi is favoured, Masjid al-Haram is favoured, Mecca is favoured. But the whole land, like Qatada said, Al-Bayt al-Maqdis, or Al-Ard al-Muqaddasa, afwan, Al-Ard al-Muqaddasa, it says Ash-Shamu kulluhu, that Ash-Sham kulluhu, every part of Ash-Sham is blessed. So let's take lessons from this. Here's a bit of backdrop. It's almost Maghrib here. Just go around. There's the Dome of the Rock. So make dua for us, inshallah. For Al-Bayt al-Maqdis, by Ibn Al-Jawzi. Alhamdulillah, we'll carry on probably tomorrow or the day after. Sallallahu ala nabi Muhammad.